what, with the Champions League set to get underway here in the not-too-distant future, what an opportunity for so many players. And never mind the veterans that might be eyeballing a chance to get back or trying to get to the National Hockey League across the seas. How about as a youngster? I mean, scouts love youth, management loves youth, and what an opportunity to shine. If you can fit, if you can have some success in this tournament, boy, this could really bode well for your hockey future and really pay off financially as well if you can have a strong showing. All right, we're going to break down, look at some of these teams that are involved in some of the head-to-head matchups, and we'll do that in a moment. And so here we go. When you look at the opportunities that present itself here for so many teams chasing the Champions League title, you know, how about from a youngster standpoint for a kid who might be draft eligible? This is playing in a tournament against grown-ups, against men. You have a strong tournament, your draft stock could go through the roof and really hit a home run financially and move up those draft rankings. We'll take a look at some of those key names to watch here. Our draft analyst is going to drop by a little later on. Along with Ray Ferraro, who's down at ice level, my name is James Cybulski from way up here high, set to bring you all the action. Setters glide into position for the opening draw. Still plenty of time left in this frame. We're still scoreless. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Wide of the net. Grodno's got a chance to work the transition game now, shorthanded. And the puck is moved to a safer spot on the ice. Great burst of speed to come up with it. Through center along the wing. Hammers a shot, denies him with a save. Grodno's won the faceoff deep in their own end. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. And he makes the save. Grodno's won the faceoff. Grabs the puck. Grodno's got a hold of it against the wall. And that banks off a stick. Denied that one.
Sometimes you're in close, there's no room to put it anywhere. The goalie smothered it all.
Made the stop on that play. Levels him with the hit. Moves right to the middle, and he takes a shot, and he comes up with it. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. Inside the offensive zone. Takes the feed at the back end. Stopped by the goaltender. Up along the wing. Along the half wall with the puck. Can't keep a hold of it. Takes a shot with the stop. Too much traffic in the lane. Let's bring in our own Carlin Bathe, who's got the latest on social media. What are you seeing out there?
Thanks, James. You know, your first game in the Champions League is going to be one you want to remember, and social media is remembering this as a great one for the rookie. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks very much. Pretty good action out on the ice here tonight. Past the midway mark of the frame, the game is still scoreless. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Comes up with the stop. Ahead of steam now towards the front. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Here's a chance. To his teammate. Good heads-up play to bat it down onto the ice. Picked up along the boards by Kidd. Denies him. He got all of it. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Sends a pass over. And they send it right back to him. Grips it and rips it. Turns it aside. Kidd's picking up steam. That's a solid check on the play. Can't get a hold of that pass.
Last minute of play.
Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Here he is in close. Gives them nothing in front.
Solid hit. We want one more peek at that.
Grodno's execution has been on point so far here in this first period. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Here's a shot. The official signaling for a penalty as play is called.
Penalty to number 94.
Now you react, you go to get the puck, and you stick your stick into the guy's feet. Down you go.
2 minutes off to the box. James Cebulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Good clearing attempt to breathe. From the back of the cage with the puck. Maintains possession. Here's a shot. Turns him away. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
You don't get the puck dead center very often. He's got to capitalize.
You wonder if that'll come back to haunt them. Here's an offensive chance. One last gas to make something happen on this power play. Here they come on the attack. Shot. That's off a stick. Deep inside the defensive zone, trying to clear the puck. Call that a win for the penalty killers on that one.
Yeah, he slams it off the glass. Now the power play's got to go back to get set up.
They fail to capitalize on the man advantage, and they still trail by a goal. Oh, denies him with the save. I think he got the blocker on it. Passes ahead from the right side. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Receives the pass. Here's a chance to set up now. Grabs it in his own end. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. The setters will glide into the dot. Trying to clear the puck. And they do just that.
I thought they did a pretty good job there, James. A time you can get yourself running around in the zone. They didn't get there.
Here they come on the attack. Takes the feed. Grodno's got control of the puck. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Look out, a 2-on-1. With the stop. Moves it to Kidd. Denies him again.
Stop one, stop two. The goalie makes a couple of excellent saves.
And finally, a whistle slows things down here after all sorts of action in front.
Yeah, they need a change. They're scrambling all over the place in their defensive zone. They can reorganize now.
Goaltender gave up nothing as it hits the outside of the post and will play on.
Grodno's lead will stay the same. That's a really good chance that just by an inch or so hits the post and stays out.
With possession along the wall. Grodno's got a hold of it along the wall. Gaining momentum along the wing. Breakaway! Both teams are now back to even strength as the power play has expired.
Well, no go on that power play. They were able to move the puck around, and I guess at times it looked dangerous, but just nothing really going on the power play. They let that one slip through their fingers.
More than half the period left to play. Grodno's ahead 1-0. From his own end, he moves it up ahead.
Good vision to see the long pass.
What a stop as he puts out the fire. Moves the puck to Kidd. Here's an odd man rush. Blistering shot. Denies him on the play.
Horak's probably the one reason that this game is the way it is. His save percentage has been outstanding.
From the right side, takes the pass. Here's a chance, and that one's turned away. Takes the pass. Big save by the goaltender once again.
No time to take a breath. He made that first stop, and then the puck turns around on him again.
They've got numbers. Here's the pass. Easily turned away by the goaltender.
He's not going to face many more high-danger chances than that, but he snares that attempt.
Grodno's up for good reason. They have been the more complete team offensively, which is why they lead late in the second. And there's the wrap-up cue for period number 2. This is still anyone's hockey game. It's 1-0 after 40. It's about to go down. Period number 3. James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro, ready to bring you the action. Barring extra time, the final frame of this one. Here we go. Third period is underway. Ray Ferraro is between the benches at ice level. Ray, we've got 40 minutes played so far. How have you viewed things?
The rookie's been a big part of this team, and the coach has gone to him here, James, because they have got nothing going on. It's been a flat, listless performance.
Yeah, they've been absolutely lifeless out there. They need a shock or something to wake them up. We're still in the early stages of this period. Grodno's up 1-0. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Steps across the blue line. Handles the puck. Stopped by the goaltender. Horak's got the puck. Boy, he's been under fire tonight.
Been really sharp, and in a close game, you can't make a mistake that costs a critical goal.
Grodno's outplayed the opposition tonight, particularly offensively, as they lead it early in this third period. Moves it around along the half wall. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Kidd's moving it ahead. Drills them. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Grodno's looking to break out of their own end. Here's a short pass to Kidd. Steps into the offensive end. Unleashes a cannon! And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Sends the pass over. Puts it on net and makes the save. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Sends it to the cross side. Offside is the... He let that one go after the whistle, and he's going to pay for it.
Yeah, you can get pretty cheeky if you want, but now you got to drop your mitts and hope you don't get punched in the face.
Absolutely rocked down to the ice there.
That was a heavy blow, and that is the end of this bout.
And here comes referee Gilles Levesque to clean things up.
That wraps up that tilt. These guys will be gone as they get ejected for fighting, as you do in this league when you drop the mitts.
They'll hit the showers and watch the rest of this one in plain clothes.
For fighting and a game misconduct.
That's all she wrote from this one. Game 2 still set to go here in this series, but when you look at the totals here, everything critical here tonight.
You take a penalty, you put the other guys on a power play. Their power play might get one. You miss a critical chance on goal. It matters, not for that game, but for the aggregate total of these two games.
You know, if we can bring this back to the kid here for just a second, you know, we saw that moment during the broadcast where, you know, the coach was kind of on him and challenging him to just try to deliver. And I don't know if he ever really got a chance to sort of, you know, quote-unquote, man up. Go. Champions League's officially underway. Game number 1 in the books. And look at this youngster who, there are a lot of eyes, there was a lot of hype and getting a lot of buzz from a draft stock standpoint. And I'll tell you what, if he continues to play like this throughout the tournament, his stock will go through the roof. And you keep in mind, here's the difference for kids playing junior back in North America. Now, this youngster's doing it against men. And if you're holding your own and then some against men as a teenager, boy, that's next level, and his draft stock could go sky high. All right, we'll take a look at some of these other scores around the league. And sticking with Champions League play, I'll tell you what, shout out to the youngster who had a great tournament. I know he is pretty sour, having been bounced from the tournament and his team. I'll tell you what, it's not for a lack of effort on that youngster's part. I really like his game. I thought he showed really well against men in this particular competition. And I'll tell you what, he didn't hurt his draft stock at all. In fact, it probably helped him a lot going forward here and seeing how well he played against grown men. All right, meantime, some of the other matchups we're going to be looking at. I thought, personally speaking, one name that will be likely called near the top, if not the top, of the NHL draft coming up in the summer is from the youngster that we saw in the Champions League. What a performance, what a show he put on. I talked to a few scouts that absolutely raved, and they didn't have him very high at the beginning of the season, but throughout the Champions League, they could not look away. He would not be denied, and there's stock that has absolutely shot up recently. Now, one name that I think is going to be impacted by his Coming up still a little later on in the show. Now back to the NHL Draft Combine, and from what I heard over the weekend, the youngster still making headlines, and he had a long conversation with the San Jose Sharks, and I was told by both parties that there was a really good fit and really good chemistry in the meeting. Now, take that for what it's worth. We'll see how things ultimately play out on draft day, but that could be a good fit potentially with the San Jose Shark in the Bay Area. All right, meantime, you look at some of the other stories in How about this sort of nugget that comes out over the weekend, that the kid had a lengthy interview with the Ottawa Senators, and with the Senators pushing hard with the youth movement, boy, this might be a perfect fit for him to step in, possibly get more playing time, and maybe make a quicker jump to the next level than initially anticipated. But the Senators said to be in play, and I'm told that the conversation was very well received by both parties on that one. How about some of the other nuggets that we picked up over the weekend from the Combine? Now, when you look at what some people are reporting on social media, Ray, the Ducks are supposed to meet with this kid here. Do you see a fit with the Quack Attack?
Can be. I never really know how much they get out of the interviews. Maybe a nugget here or a nugget there, but I'm always interested when teams zone in on one player.
Yeah, I mean, putting a lot of stock, obviously, in that particular case, and we're waiting to see if that ultimately comes to light. This is a tricky one when we look at this one particular kid, and, you know, there were a lot of expectations, a lot of hype on him going in, and I wonder if maybe he just felt the scrutiny being a little too much. And I always go back to years ago, you know, there was a player, young Alan McCauley. He was projected to be a top 5 pick in the NHL draft. His stock dropped. He wound up being a 3rd or 4th round selection, and he became a legit...
cleanse my sin so I can go to school. Please, they're gonna lock me in the closet, but I'm coming out. Singing all the oppression in the self-doubt. I'm gonna bite all of your fingers, put 'em in my mouth. I'm on my knees.
Continuing our conversation with Ray Ferraro here on the show, and man, that's got to be a nice moment for the kid getting drafted and hearing his name called.
It's better than that, James. It's the realization, really, of a lifelong dream. I mean, since he's a little kid, he's been dreaming about getting drafted into the NHL.
A nice opportunity for management and their... Now, the understanding that we've got is that the kid was supposed to be heading down to the rink sometime today to kind of check out the new surroundings. This has got to be like the first day of school, Razor.
Guaranteed he would have gone early to go and take a look at the locker room. You walk in there for the first time, you can't believe your lifelong dreams are about to happen.
And when you're looking around, I'm assuming, is he thinking the nameplate might be up there?
Oh, you're hoping, but, he's going to learn that those trainers don't miss very often. The jersey's ready. Your name has never looked so good as when it's on top of your stall. But what I remember, James, is the excitement, the nervousness, how scared you were. And then you're like, I'm in an NHL room. I can't believe this. It is the very best of feelings that you can have till you step on the ice the first time.
Nice opportunity for management and their prized possession, the new shiny draft pick, to kind of have a chance to sit down and get an understanding of where each other kind of sits, what their respective expectations are. I know a lot of fans are wondering, can he make that jump now? Can he make that jump and be an impact player in the National Hockey League? I think management took him for a reason. There might be that opportunity. I think he's going to get that shot. He's going to get every opportunity to try to make the team this coming year. It's ultimately on the player to ultimately deliver on that, right? So we'll wait and see how things play out. But it certainly sounds like both sides feel very good about this fit based on everything that I've been told. All right, time for a quick break. We're coming back with much more on the other side. All right, let's get back to the kid here for a second because, there had been so much hype and talk about where he would ultimately land or fall or dip to. And, after all the fall sort of hubbub about him, he dipped, all right? But I'll tell you what, they got themselves. Well, he's signed, sealed, and delivered. Yes, the entry-level contract, better known technically as the ELC. Yeah, you know me, is signed up, and now it's time to find out if he can live up to the hype. I think fans would love to see him make that jump to the opening night roster. Management would love to see it, and I know the kid has every intention of trying to crack it too. All right, enjoy it. The honeymoon's almost over because it's time to shine, and we'll find out in camp. All right, still to come here on the show, our conversation.